That cracks me up. That cracks me up so much.
What is
Oh
that,
man,
cocksucking?
cocksassy. Welcome everybody, Midlife Vices episode 211. This is guys. Where are we? We are the Booster Gold of YouTube shows. I'm Steve, and with me, as always, is Jim. What's going on this week?
Not a whole lot. Yeah, that had me laughing right off the bat.
I know.
I don't
I
know
can't
what
even get
cocksucking
started.
is, but it's going to be a family destination pretty soon.
That's right. That's right. So that intro, our topic tonight is going to be fictional places we would like to visit. Pretty fun list to do. But before we get into that, we'll go through some of our usual stuff. So, yeah, man, it's been a. It seems like I know it's only been a week since our last show, but it seems like it's been forever.
Yes. Did we do it early last week? I can't recall.
We had Chris Evans on, and we did it, I believe, on the Saturday,
Yeah,
normal time.
right.
Yeah.
So this is actually, yeah, it's a little longer since we're doing it on a Monday, but
Right.
yeah. Yeah, you have busy at the bar?
Yeah, it's been getting busier. We're starting to open up more days, more people coming in, campers and stuff like that. RV parks filling up where they all stay. So, yeah, it's getting pretty fun.
Nice.
But I've never had a fun job before, and this is a job I actually look forward to going to. I get to stand there, make money for pouring drinks for people. So,
Yeah. That's nice.
you know, how everybody always says I'd like to be a fly on the wall. Well, that's what I'm doing. So.
Man, I wish you could make some money pouring me some drinks.
There you go. There you go.
That would be great.
Yeah. So other than your jump roping, which has been pretty impressive, what else you been up to? I know you've been working out in the yard.
Yeah, well, we got all the trees planted, and now comes the daunting task of watering them. You figure a minute at every tree, we're almost out there 2 hours watering. It's darn near a full-time job.
Oh, you don't have any irrigation set up or anything?
No,
No.
it's a long ways from the house. You know, we live
Gotcha.
we have 4 acres, so
Yeah.
it's a long way. So we connect all our hoses to be able to reach them, and we still can't reach them all. We still have to bucket to about 15 trees. So
Gotcha.
So I mean, I might hook up an irrigation if I can figure out a cheap way of doing it.
Or you could invest in a just a barrel and a trailer with a pump.
Yeah, I've
Or
thought
some kind of
about
drum.
that.
Yeah.
To put in the back of the gator and just
Yeah, man.
drive and do it, but then again, you're just spending more money to do something that we have time to do. You know, it's not like
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I guess if you were strapped for time, it might make
Yeah.
a difference, right? But yeah.
So got that going on. I have the kids in soccer, so taking some time. We didn't go to practice tonight. He's been under the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, not much. Not much else until we get to the best of the week, I guess.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've just been enjoying the nice weather. Summer's coming in. The creek here is flowing. Our lake it's the second largest natural lake in California. But it only has one inlet, and that the creek doesn't run year round. It's only part time. So if we have a dry season, the lake really drops. And the last couple of years have been really tough for, getting boats in the water and stuff because it gets so far down on the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
But this year we had a ton of snow. The runoff's already started. The creek is flowing big time, which is also good for the fish because they can come up and spawn. And they have a spawn place that they get the fish in and do some of it there as well. So, yeah, man, it's looking great. And I think we're going to have water running. I think the lake's already up 3 feet since January.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's looking really good. Really good. And I don't know. I can't remember being this excited for a summer in a long time.
I'm excited for summer every year. I
may be.
Spring is my favorite. I mean, and not necessarily summer, but spring is my. I can't wait to get out in the garden and to be outside. I mean, the dog was outside all day today.
Yeah, that's how Parker's been too.
So yeah, it's just so nice. It
is.
Yeah, it's nice.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, good times. All right. Best of the week. So what do we got this week?
No, I haven't really thought much about this. The best of the week for me is I'm reading the Big Door Prize, the book that inspired the show. I'm really enjoying the book. I really like this book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's drastically different than the show. There's well, I guess drastically isn't it? It's the same plot.
Yeah.
But it's very there's a lot of combination in the show to multiple characters in the book and different characters in the book. And
Gotcha.
it's so yeah, so it hasn't ruined the show for me or vice versa.
Right.
It's kind of complementing each other, so I'm really enjoying that. For shows, I am trying to remember what last week's Ted Lasso was.
It was the one you said you weren't that impressed with. They were in Amsterdam.
Oh, that's right. Rebecca met the guy on the boat.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm happy for all the characters, and I'm sure good things are going to come from this.
Right. Yeah.
It just, I don't know. It for as much that actually happened, it felt like nothing happened. You know,
like I said, for me, it felt almost like, and this is one of my favorite things this week. I think I told you it's probably my top one or two episodes ever for me of Ted Lasso. It felt like the training montage in other movies right before they finally make their comeback and win, and everybody I mean, the Jamie and Roy, man, that just had us cracking up.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the best part for me.
Yeah.
So, man, I hate. You know, we don't want to talk about things we don't like.
Right.
However, Rebecca falling off that bridge.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I mean, that's a
more ridiculous than an American who doesn't know soccer coaching an English Premier League soccer team.
So I actually thought about that. That's funny that you mentioned that. I mean, but yeah, she was trying to tank the team. So
that's true.
You know, so yeah, I can see that one happening. And I think, did I actually say that to you? I can't remember.
No, you didn't. No.
Yeah, yeah, her falling off that bridge, that just rubbed me the wrong way. I was just, that's too corny for me.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, I love the Trent Grimm. Trent Grimm, is that his name?
Yeah.
Krim?
Anyway. I believe Krim, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that story.
It's cool. Yeah, I really like that too. That was kind of the serious part of the episode.
And the surprise, you know, because I know when we saw him realizing that the other player was homosexual, that I immediately thought, oh, well, that's going in the book. You know, right. So it diverted my expectations wildly. You know, I did not see that happening.
Well, I also love the pub scene, like the jazz club.
Man, oh, me too. Yeah. The red light district.
Fantastic. Yeah.
The red light district. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, I really enjoy jazz music, so yeah, I love that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Rebecca's story I found insane.
I was trying to remember. I was trying to tie it back to anything that might have happened with when she saw the psychic, and I can't remember if there was anything.
Well, he has a daughter,
right?
So she's going to be a mom.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, at least I'm guessing
that's what your take is on it.
Yeah, that's what my take is, that they're going to get married and she's going to be a mom.
Right.
You know. So anyway, the best for me, and the Big Door Prize wasn't my favorite episode. It was a little too silly for me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It has gone really silly with its like over the top with the twins' dad, like.
Yeah,
and with
I really enjoyed the silliness of the where they went to the hotel.
Right.
I enjoyed that. I thought that was good.
The silliness. We love the silliness.
Yeah, I don't know. And don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed every episode of that show. So
Right.
it's not like I didn't like it. I still liked
absolutely.
it. It's just it was, as far as the episodes go, that might have been my least favorite.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've started watching Rebels, the animated Disney Star Wars show.
Yeah.
Me and the boys, me and Josiah, pretty much have been watching that. Really enjoy it. I'm only 6 episodes in. Really enjoyed that. Let's see if I can stick with it. Man,
speaking of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I caught up on the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed those last 2 episodes. The action I really liked. I'm not sure I caught all the plot points of the show because I was kind of dozing off. You know, I had the kids by myself this weekend, so I was watching it at 8:30 after I put them to bed and dozing on the couch. So I'll have to rewatch that. But I enjoyed all the action. I thought that was great.
So the only problem, I loved it. I love the last 2 episodes a lot, and I think that's my best of the week is Mandalorian, the finale. Even with some of the stupid stuff that happened, what I'm still trying to figure out is how that standalone episode with the 2 people, the one guy that got taken back to the place and had his mind wiped, how that relates to anything else that happened all season. I just don't understand the purpose of that episode. It was like a throwaway for me. I don't.
Yeah. Okay. So she was a spy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming there's going to be more
in the next season. And did we ever find out who the spy was in this one? Like who told Moff Gideon that they were coming? Like we don't know.
Well, he had a base there, so does he even need a spy to tell him that they were coming?
But the whole thing, the previous episode was titled something about spies. Yeah, but I mean, come on.
So I saw that argument on Twitter.
Like, why put it in there?
The whole episode was titled that. Well, dude, every Friends episode is called the one with this, and it really doesn't matter. You know, it's who. Tell me another title of an episode of The Mandalorian.
I don't know.
Okay, so why does that one matter?
Because that's the only one that didn't relate, that didn't have a payoff, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. So, but again, it didn't ruin it for me. That was still my favorite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but yeah, just because an episode's titled that, I mean, it can mean multiple things.
And I don't know if people are complaining about that on Twitter, because I took Jason's advice and now I am only looking at stuff that of people I'm following. So all I see is your posts and his posts, and every once in a while I'll see like one other post. So I'm avoiding getting involved in the stuff that I was getting involved with before, but I'm also finding, it's kind of boring. Like there is just nothing going on now on Twitter for me.
Yeah,
I miss the trolls and the trolling and I miss it. So we'll see.
Yeah. So
did you read anything?
No, I've not read a comic since I started reading the book. So I actually paused the Immortal Hulk, which had kind of lost me a little. But I mean, it was still good. It just wasn't great.
Right.
I imagine it's going to pick back up.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I've got about 4 issues of Spider-Man I got to read. It's probably been a month. 3 weeks. I need to get back to TMNT. I've got volume 8 I need to start.
Yeah,
I've got it sitting, and I just haven't started reading it yet. So
yeah,
I've been outside, man, with the weather. I just don't have time to sit down and read. It's just too nice out.
See, that's me a lot of the time too.
Yeah. Like this morning, I'm up at 5:30. I do weights at 6:30. Eat breakfast when I'm done with that, and then I go outside and I'm out there till whenever. So yeah, it's going to be pretty slim pickings over the summer for reading stuff, I think. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I will find time and just I have to stop doing little nonsense on the computer. You know,
Yeah,
like I'll come in here and see is there any YouTube videos that I'm subscribed to that I want to watch, or
right,
and it's not like I can't do that any other time. You know,
right. And then
like
1 second.
uh-huh.
I just had to turn off the heater. It still gets a little chilly in here, but now it's way too warm.
Mm.
So yeah,
So like this morning, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and sat on that couch and read a couple chapters of that book, and then I jump roped. No, I think I jump roped first. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I do. So
yeah.
let's. I've man, I got a great stat. Hold on, let me reach my. I like. I'm gonna tell you how many jump ropes I've jumped this month. I've
Wait,
done.
hold on, hold on. All right,
So far in April, I've done 39,512 jumps. I've burned 4,918 calories and 374 minutes of jumping.
nice.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I do like to mix it up every now and again, but I was pushing for that 4,000 jumps in 30 minutes, and
Right.
and that's well, it's not easy for me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's fast for some people, but
No, that's awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's been a lot of fun. I told you I pulled out the 1 pound rope and I did 1,000 jumps with that, and it took me like 12 minutes, and I was like, okay, I'm done with that for right now. So
yeah. We're back to walking out up on the mountain. I saw some nice, good sized bear tracks and bobcat tracks the other day when we were
mhm.
walking. I shared some pictures of that. We can make it now. Well, we thought we were going to be able to make it today because we figured most of the snow would be melting off, so we thought we'd be able to make it to our normal stopping turnaround point. But now there was a creek running down the mountain, and the road where we walked was kind of flooded halfway up the mountain. So we turned around a little early. So we did about 3.25 miles. I stopped tracking at 3, but 3 miles in about 51 minutes, and we'll knock that down. We'll get back up to 3.5 miles uh, as a minimum
Mm-hmm.
in under an hour. We try and get 3.6 to 3.7 miles per hour for our walk. So
Nice. Uh, Congratulations to your wife too. I saw that she hit that.
crazy, huh? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's it's just fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. 50 pounds, 52 pounds total in 52 weeks. So a pound a week average, which is just
That's
amazing.
just great.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
great.
beat that. Yeah. So cool. All righty. What do we got here?
Oh, yes. Wow.
I like her. All right. So you know about this, but walking through Target the other night, bam.
That is so awesome. So awesome.
Yeah, I didn't even know these were coming out.
I didn't either. No.
Look, it's me. But yeah, it's a pretty fantastic figure.
Yeah.
I'm undecided if I'm going to take it out of the package.
Oh.
And it's probably because of that right there.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to sell it, so it's coming out.
Yeah, I had no idea that they were coming out. I wonder if they're going to come out with more of the characters.
I hope so. I want a beard.
Yeah.
And I think I want a Rory Kent the most. I think Rory's my favorite character.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, Ted's my favorite character, but Rory's right there. You know, I think Beard's a little too weird. I find Beard, well, this from a guy who loves Creed.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I love them all.
Yeah,
I love
they're
all.
all good. I do too. I thought the scene with Keely and the friend that she fired was last episode was a hilarious scene. That cracked me up. That was funny. I didn't think she would actually fire her. She, you know, yeah, that was really cool. So many. I can't imagine there's more than 2 episodes left. So here, back to the Ted Lasso talk. So the only thing I didn't like about last episode is 2 episodes we had the speech from Ted Lasso in the locker room that was made me think I could play football, and then they still come out and get blown out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't like that.
I don't mind that at all.
No, I hated that. Like
you can have an inspirational talk and it not work.
Oh, I know that, but I mean, how long are they gonna? I mean, so now I'm in the same feeling after the last episode where they all came together as a team. The next episode they should start winning, and if they don't again, then I'm gonna be like, what is going on here?
Okay, so my theory, my theory has changed on Ted Lasso. It's no longer going to be Nate being saved from suicide. Boy, I was dark, huh?
Yeah.
It's Ted Lasso's going to get fired, and that's going to be okay because everyone's going to leave in a better spot because of him.
You're probably right.
I mean,
You think he'll get fired? I think he'll just turn in his.
I don't know. I think. Well, I mean, Higgins already, put that forth in the. So.
Yeah, but Rebecca was kind of like, that's not happening.
Yeah, I think it has to though. At some point there has to be a turnaround with the team.
Well, he took him from the championship to the Premier League, and that's huge because if you know English football, that's for revenue for a football club. It's just a crazy turnaround. So the revenue they're making now is more than because they play an away game and then they play a home game. So when they're playing like Man United or Chelsea or Arsenal at home, they're just banking money. So for them to fire him because he's not successful would be for an American audience who doesn't know soccer. It's probably like, yeah, it makes sense because he hasn't improved the team, but realistically, that would never happen in that situation.
So why did Higgins even suggest it?
I don't know. Because it's American audience.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll go with that. I mean, I don't understand the sport. So
yeah, right.
I understand the sport. I don't understand the rules of the sport. I'm much like Ted Lasso in this situation.
Yeah. Which was hilarious. He comes up with what he thinks is a groundbreaking offense, and Beard's like, "Oh yeah, that was invented in 1973 or whatever."
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Unless you have any breaking news, we're going to go right into the top 10. I got
Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth starts this week.
Does it? Oh, man, that is some breaking news.
I'm not sure it's breaking news, but it starts this week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah. What night do you know?
The 26th? Wednesday?
So Wednesday. Man, so we're going to have Sweet Tooth, Ted Lasso, Big Door Prize, and Mandalorian's over, so okay.
April 27th.
Oh, Thursday. All right.
Thursday.
All right. Nice.
So yeah, really looking forward to that.
So I'm gonna have to read my next book before the season starts. So maybe the next couple
especially
of days.
Since on Lost in Comics, Jeff Lemire said that it kind of goes a little bit towards the books, gets a little darker.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Although I didn't watch it 3 times, so that's possible.
I've watched it a bunch. I watched it more than 3 times.
Did you get anything?
Well, I didn't watch the whole thing more than 3 times.
Yeah.
But I've watched the whole thing 3 times and many other sections of it again.
Yeah.
I really like that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was really cool. Really down to earth. Really cool. And
what I loved, he was a farmer. He just recently reread Lord of the Flies, which is my favorite novel.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it just like this guy would be my best friend if we grew up in the same community.
Yeah.
He's just a little bit younger than me. So
Yeah. All right. So we are going to get back into our top 10. This is the top 10 fictional locations or places we would like to visit. And we will start, as always, as you do in a top 10 list, with number 10.
okay, so my number 10 to start tonight was going to be the Big Kahuna Burger from Quentin Tarantino films,
Oh, nice.
but it's not. It's the Shire.
The Shire.
Yeah, I came in early and I saw this and I was like, oh, that has to be on my list.
Yeah.
So I mean, they they garden and they drink beer, and I love those things.
Yes. Also on my list. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. Crouching around in the houses might not be fun, but if you're outside, um,
Well, I would just have a house my size.
sit on. Well, we're just visiting, so you don't need a
Oh,
house.
you're right.
Just sit on the porch, drink beer, eat food, hang out with funny little people who, yeah, I mean,
Have hairy feet, make my feet look good.
yeah, yeah, who are surprisingly not the Harfoots, which is odd to
Yeah,
me.
I mean, I imagine we're there at a time of peace because I don't want the Black
Yeah.
Riders coming through when I'm there. But
No, yeah. Let me preface everything on my list is going to be at a time of peace.
Yeah.
Like some of these choices are going to obviously be like, man, you can die there. Yeah, there's some bad stuff that happens there, but I want to be there at the best of times. So I just want to get that out of the way.
not at the worst of times.
Right, not the worst of times. Another book I have never read. So, yeah. My number 10 is, where are we at here? Orbit City from the Jetsons. For no other reason than it's futuristic. Like I get to see future stuff. I get to have meals made out of little pills that you add water to, and it's all everything is automated, and there's no Terminators running around. And
You could have got the same thing from the Back to the Future.
well, I mean, I thought about that too. I mean, yeah,
I actually wanted to put that on my list because I enjoy the casinos and gambling and futuristic. That's cool.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, no, good choice.
Yeah, I think that I don't have Bedrock on my list, but that also would have been a cool.
So it's an honorable mention on mine.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about that later then. Sure. Yeah. So number 10 for me is Orbit City.
Very nice. My number 9 is not under construction. It's Wally World from National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, apparently you can trick the guards into almost anything. So I think it'd be a lot of fun. And I've actually been there at Six Flags in California.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
have the park all to yourself.
Yeah, just a fun time.
Wally World.
Who doesn't want to go to amusement parks?
No, for sure. I like. Not only do I want to go to Wally World, I want to ride with
John Kennedy.
them. With them.
Yeah, I want to ride with the corpse.
I definitely. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
So funny. Every time we went to Six Flags in California when I was growing up, my dad would say, "Is this Wally World?" to the people that you paid for parking at. So.
And I'm sure they'd never heard it either. Never. I love the jokes that. Yeah, that's always fun stuff. Always. All right. My number 9. Let me see here. What do I want to put in my number 9? My number 9 is going to be Hogsmeade from Harry Potter. This, I didn't put Hogwarts, which would be cool to see too, but Hogsmeade, this is where they go to chill, relax. There's this where they go play the games and
I've never seen it.
Oh, this isn't like a big spoiler. This is more. It's very minute in the stories. It doesn't affect anything.
That's not where they buy everything, is it? No, that's an alley.
No, this is where Harry gets killed.
Oh.
I'm just
Love it. Loved it.
so Hogsmeade is my number 9.
Very nice. All right, my number 8 is the comic book store, Stewart, The Big Bang Theory.
Dang, how did I miss that one?
And just because he makes it very obvious that he needs money, and so I think you could really get some great deals in there.
Yeah. Although he also makes you think you're getting a great deal when he's still making 3 times what.
Well, I think that goes with
it does.
With commerce. So
plus, most of the time, you'd probably be the coolest guy in there.
Captain Underpants.
Oh, that
can't be cooler than. I mean, Penny shows up every once in a while.
That's what
Zach shows up.
Yeah, man, that's all. I love every episode in there.
Yeah, I do too. It looked like a shop I would really like to go to.
Yeah, nice. My number 8, I am going with the Chocolate Factory.
This is also on my list.
Nice.
I think. Where's it at? Oh yeah. Okay, my number 4. But we can talk about it.
Cool.
No, let's just talk about it
now. Obviously not the scary stuff and getting sucked through the machines, although nobody gets actually hurt.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. But
I want to go through that garden where I can eat everything.
Yeah, man. That's it. Like you just grab. Although you think about, has anybody else been touching it? But I wouldn't think about that. It doesn't matter.
I wouldn't think about that either. I think about that at the grocery store sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, just everything. Having an everlasting gobstopper.
Seeing an Oompa Loompa.
Seeing an Oompa Loompa. Yes, everything about it is pretty cool, other than the scary tunnel. I don't know if I want to go through the scary tunnel.
I would. I want to ride on a boat on a chocolate river.
Dive off. I wonder how long you'd be there before you'd actually be sick of it, though. Although we're just visiting, so.
Yeah, I mean, chocolate milk is one of the greatest things ever invented.
It is.
So
over in England, we visited the Cadbury factory, and it was pretty cool. Like you get to watch them make all the chocolate and get some samples and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
It was funny though. This was pre GPS, so we didn't really know where we were going, and a lot of the roads and a lot of the English cities are one way. So we'd stop and we'd ask one of the locals, "How do we get to the Cadbury factory?" And they'd be like, "Oh, it's just like go 100 meters that way and make a right, and it's just down the road." And we'd go down there and make a right, and there's nothing. So we'd ask somebody else, and they're like, "Oh yeah, just go 200 meters that way and make a left, and then a right, and follow that road." Nothing. I think they were either just screwing with us, or because we were Americans, or I just wasn't good at following directions. I don't know, but
maybe a little bit of both.
The Wonka factory would probably smash the Cadbury factory.
Oh yeah, I mean they have an elevator that can go any direction.
Oh, the glass elevator, yeah. Which I actually like that book better than the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory book. That glass elevator is pretty awesome. I'm getting sidetracked.
Number 7 for me is McLaren's Pub, How I Met Your Mother.
My wife was like, "You got to put that on your list." And I was like, "Eh."
If not, just to see if Carl's a vampire.
La, 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 la.
It's in like the first season.
Like Naked Man?
Yeah, who's seen this episode and then don't know that he has.
That's a cool pub, though.
Yeah, it's just I've never been to a pub in New York. I think it'd be kind of neat.
It would be fun.
Yeah, and
it seems like they fit an awful lot of people into an awfully small place.
I think that's true in New York.
Yeah.
And plus, all I have to do is go to the bathroom, and I can meet my best friend Barney.
Yeah. It was like 3 episodes ago. They actually showed the camera was back further than they showed their booth, and you could actually see this side of their booth, like the camera side of the booth. And I'd never seen that before. I always figured there was a wall right there, but it's not. There's actually more tables on the front side of it too, so it's bigger than it looks in most of the episodes.
That or they just made it.
Well, it was season 7. Oh, did they just added it?
Yeah, they just added it. They just said, "Hey, let's show the other side." And they created
Maybe.
it.
Yeah. Right. No, that would be
Magic.
that'd be fun. That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, and they have a great Halloween costume, contest.
Do they?
Again, really early in the season.
I'm gonna have to watch them all over again. I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm not spoiling anything.
Oh, this is the pumpkin one. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
No, not the pumpkin one. It's the pirate.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
But he does meet the slutty pumpkin, right? Like that.
Well, I love that episode. That's one of my favorite episodes of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of Barney.
All right. Next for me, Emerald City. Yeah. I mean, it's just just making the approach to the city.
Oh, the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, the Yellow Brick Road into the city, not through the forest and the scary stuff and the flying monkeys and the Wicked Witch, and the poppy field that makes you pass out, like most poppy fields do if they're using them right. Um, but there's a lot of stuff in that, not just from the movie, but the whole series of books goes into a whole lot more explanation of what's going on in the city. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Plus, you got just really cool stuff. Horses that change colors and that sort of thing. So, but I don't think I could say too much more about that. Number 6.
Number 6 might be the well. No, because Wonka is the movie. Anyway, it's Championship Final from High Fidelity. Have you ever seen High Fidelity, John?
I have, but I don't remember stuff I watched last week. So
it's just a record store.
Okay.
Jack Black and the other guy that's in the store, they just make me laugh, and it's kind of a high snob. I don't know if they're snobbish or not, but I think it'd be fun to go through it. I mean,
Cool.
Just see what old vinyl they have, and I don't even collect vinyl. So,
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a record player and some vinyl, but I think this is the wrong time to get into that hobby because it's really expensive right now.
It is kind of expensive. I mean, you can find some older stuff. You don't want to be buying all the exclusives they have now. I mean, you go to any store and Walmart has 4 different exclusive colors of the vinyl and you're paying $30 for a record. And then Best Buy has their own exclusive. Everybody has their own exclusives, so it's kind of hard to buy those. But yeah, you can get the regular records, not too bad, and they sound amazing. The new ones, you can't even tell it's a record really. So unless you're collecting records, there's not a whole lot of point to it, I guess. But it's cool. We collect a little bit, not a lot, but a little. Honestly, though, I hate getting up to flip it over.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the last CD, anything I bought as far as music.
No, I can't either.
No, you bought vinyl. So, I mean,
that's true. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't bought anything as far as music
Right.
in, I would bet over a decade.
I believe it. Yeah. Like I think my last CD I bought was probably when BMG was still around, like Columbia House and BMG giving away the free buy one and get 400 for free, stuff like that.
Oh, no, I did buy a CD in a bin at Walmart, thinking it was someone my mom liked, and she didn't.
Oh,
so I still have that somewhere. Anyway, No, and then I had some Billy Joel CDs.
Uh,
Who knows when I bought them though?
there's no telling.
I've been. Did you
Sorry.
give your numbers?
My number 6 was the Shire. So we'd already
Oh,
discussed that. So
okay.
I'm just kind of, I didn't say that, but yes, that was my number 6. So now we're on to number 5.
Okay, number 5 for me is Cloud City from The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, I was so close to putting that on. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one I debated on because obviously they were taken over and everyone's running to evacuate. But until that point, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They actually had a deal in. They had a deal. They struck a deal with the Empire to have them, left alone. So
Yeah.
I blame Han, kind of a jerk, ruined the whole Cloud City people.
He
This
did.
and Jabba's palace. I would love to go to Jabba's palace.
That would be pretty cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just won't
That would be
dance in
nice.
front of him.
But yeah, Cloud City would be fun. Any flying city. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I'm
Just
not sure it
crazy.
flies, but
No, but it's a city in the clouds.
yes,
So it's flying. Kind of. Well, no, it's built. I mean, it's built. It's like you're flying.
yeah.
Even
No,
though it's on very
it don't
tall
matter.
scale.
You're really high up in the air. It's almost
You
like
are.
Astro City.
Yes.
If you want to go
Exactly.
like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Except you might die. Where in Jetsons, you're not going to. So yeah. No, I would love to go there. And speaking of that, that takes me to my number 5, the Cantina. Even though this is where all the scum hang out, man, that band is fantastic.
Would fit right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about this too, but I went with the trying not to go places that I think would be dangerous, and I think it is.
Right.
It's my favorite scene. It's up there in my favorite scenes in Star Wars. I love that
Yeah.
Mos Eisley Cantina scene. It's
Uh-huh.
just the greatest thing ever.
It is. Yeah, I mean, you got, like I said, you got good music. You got, I don't know what they're putting in the food, but
Put that picture back up there. That didn't look like Mos Eisley. I mean, it probably did. I just don't remember seeing it.
I think this is probably from an animated. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what that's from.
But it is the Cantina.
Yeah, it's a cantina. I don't know if it's
Right.
that cantina because it looks like the bar is wrong. Oh no. I don't know.
Maybe it might be from Clone Wars, or well, no, Clone Wars is different animation. I don't know.
That looks like Cad Bane, but it lost its hat.
Nice. So, but that's my. Was that number 5?
Yes.
That's number 5. Okay.
Wonka Chocolate Factory, my number 4.
Okay, that's right. Nice. And my number 4 is Rivendell.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah. Just a beautiful city. I just imagine like everything you eat and drink there like tastes like honey. I mean, just like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, this should probably be on my list too. Yeah, it's nice.
A peaceful, safe. You're probably never too cold, never too warm, and
Got to watch out for stampedes in the river. It's
but
nice.
A nice river. Yeah, nice river to go swimming or fishing in.
Yeah, it probably should overtake the Shire if I didn't like drinking and gardening.
Well, I'm sure you could drink and garden in Rivendell. You just might have to attend a lot of meetings.
It feels like there's a lot more laws there.
There are a lot more laws. Yes, there
Permits
are a lot
needed.
more laws. I imagine there's permits needed in the Shire. They just never get them.
Yeah, I don't think.
I imagine there's like a town inspector that's pretty nasty guy who comes around, but they just always ignore what he says.
No, I think that lives in the Shire.
Yeah.
No, I imagine anybody in the Shire, all you have to do is hand them a beer, and they'd be like, "Okay."
You're probably right.
I would like to think I'm right.
Okay, we'll go with that. You do not need permits in the Shire.
Just beer.
Just beer.
My number 3.
Or we're in 3? Did I mess that up?
What did you put up there?
I put up 4.
Oh yeah, that was my Wonka.
Okay. Right.
So my number 3 is Dwight's Gym for Muscles.
Oh, I was trying to. So before we started, Jim was trying. He mentioned something from The Office and had me guess. Oh, Shoot Farms. Oh, I didn't. I could have put that on the Beet Farm.
You want to go to the beef farm? No, I mean, I need a gym other than my garage, so I would, if that was close, I would go.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I never in a million years would have thought of that.
Yeah, I was like, I have to have something from The Office on here because that's what I kind of did. I kind of went through shows that I loved and was like,
Yeah.
where would I go in that show?
Right. Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, I love the cast of The Office, but I doubt I'm going to Dunder Mifflin just to go to Dunder Mifflin.
Right.
So what would I use there? Either the coffee shop or Dwight's Gym for Muscles. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I went with.
Nice. Number 3. Speaking of coffee shops, my number 3, Central Perk.
My number 2.
Okay. And this is for no other reason. I mean, just chilling, having a drink and a muffin that hopefully Joey didn't serve or but I just want to listen to Phoebe play her guitar. Like I want to sit down, have a coffee.
You have that. You have famous people coming in there left and right.
You do. A lot of famous people come
and not just the cast, you know.
Right. Billy Crystal, Robin Williams.
Yeah. You know, you can, if you haven't laminated your to-do card, you can probably meet some women. Yeah, I mean, you got some bad stuff happening in there. You know, you got to put the mouse back in the hole. I'm trying to think of anything else that happened in there.
Oh, you had the bullies that stole the.
Yeah, that stole his hat, Chandler's hat.
Yeah.
One of my least favorite episodes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't frequent coffee shops very often. Me and my wife have one in town that she goes to, I think, once a week. And I hardly ever get to town, so I don't get to go. But yeah, I wish I could. And they have couches just kind of like that. We went in there and had coffee and just sat there and read, which is really nice when we can do that.
Yeah.
We got to give the kids to the grandparents for that, but yeah, it's a good coffee shop is a good place to have.
Yeah, cool. All right. So that was your number 2. My number 2, Jurassic Park. Again, under the caveat that we are in peaceful times. The Raptors aren't loose. The T-Rex isn't loose.
Peaceful times in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Like right when the park opens, we're there right at like the first 10 minutes.
You see everything and leave.
That's right. And then we leave. Like one trip around and then we're out of there. I mean, seeing live dinosaurs would be crazy.
Yeah, I agree. It's a great. It would be a lot of fun.
Better than seeing them in the city, I think. I don't think seeing dinosaurs in the city is very, very good.
Yeah, no, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
And the movies, I think, got pretty terrible, but
yeah,
fun, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you can watch. Probably. I mean, I like 3 of them quite a bit.
Yeah, I want Chris Pratt to always stop dinosaurs like that before he gets eaten.
Right.
Yeah. I like Chris Pratt as an actor and in most of his movies, but I can't stand that character.
Really?
It's just It's so ridiculous.
That he's like the Raptor Whisperer.
Yes.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I just really don't like that. So
I mean, we cloning dinosaurs. That's pretty normal, but the fact that he can talk to a raptor he raised, that's just
I
crazy.
I don't disagree with this at all.
I
Me
know. I
bringing my
know.
reality into fiction is
Oh,
just
hold
silly.
on. All right, and we're back. Okay. Yeah. So Jurassic Park. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. You can suspend disbelief on some stuff, and other stuff is just come on,
Yeah.
be a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't explain, and I have no real reasoning for really disliking that. I just do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the most vicious, wild creature that's out there. So yeah. All right.
Our number one pick. I think both of ours are the same, right?
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Where everybody knows your name. Cheers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Nothing I don't like about this bar.
nope. And I want to sit. I want to sit where Phil sits. I don't want to be like where Paul sits or where Cliff sits or Norm. I want to be back where Phil sits, where I could just cast the random sarcastic comment every once in a while and watch everything that's going on.
I just want to sit anywhere at the bar. I
Yeah.
don't really care. Yeah, I guess no one is on the far side where Carla's dad sits. Rhea Perlman's dad, whatever his name is.
Right.
Is it what was his name?
Phil.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I didn't realize that was her dad for the longest time until I don't know, been the last 10 years. So yeah, it's just a great bar.
It is.
That apparently, if you shut the whatever that thing is, it knocks all the glasses down. But
That's why they never shut it. Yeah.
and
Uh,
the pool room does not look big enough to be able to shoot pool, but maybe it is. Maybe it
well,
looks.
remember and then every once in a while you find an extra doorway like that goes downstairs that you didn't know about. Whose dream was that? That was. Remember that is the doorway on the backside. They opened it up and there was a stairway that went down.
I
Somebody
don't.
was dreaming about it. You don't remember that? No.
No, not off the top of my head, I guess.
But then you had the restaurant right upstairs. You had Melville's upstairs. Um, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I really. Yeah, I mean, I have the Melville shirt. I like that. Yeah, even Carla being my waitress, I don't think I would hate. It'd be like going to what's that place where they insult you called Dick's?
Dick's.
Yeah,
Dick's.
you know, I uh,
Yeah.
I think it'd be like that and fun
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
it would be a blast.
yeah. I just want to yell Norm too.
Oh yeah, that that would be pretty awesome. He was on. We watched The Masked Singer, and he was actually on there this season. He was one of the characters. The guy, and he's getting old.
Yeah,
Holy cow, is he
yeah,
getting
they
old?
are. I mean, uh, oh man, Ratzenberger.
John
Yeah, he's looking
Cliff.
flip. Yeah, he's looking old too. Yeah, they're all just. I mean, Ted Danson.
Well, it's been 40 years, I guess, right, since the show's 35.
It went off the air in '93, right?
Was it that late? Wow,
Yeah, I think I was a senior in high school.
man, it doesn't seem like that long, that late. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, so
Yeah,
so
yeah,
30 years.
yeah. So then I was trying to come up with places in Frasier, but just a radio station and the coffee shop. And anyway,
So I had this JJ's Diner from Parks and Rec, which is an actual diner called 4 and 20 or something like that. That is actually in the city that they use for the taping. Um, that's one of my honorable mentions.
I'm trying to think of where I would go in Pawnee. I would probably go to the Jazz club to listen to. No, that's not in Pawnee. That's in the sister city.
Uh-huh.
Duke. What's his? Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy.
I'll look
Duke.
it up real quick.
Oh man, Duke.
Boricua? Yeah. Oh no, that's the one in Venezuela.
Yeah,
That's its actual sister city from the show. Um,
I'm trying to think of Ron Swanson's stage name. Duke Silver.
Duke Silver. That's right. Okay. Oh yeah, the jazz club. Okay, I think you're talking about the city.
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't remember the
that
name.
would be cool.
Yeah, I would like to go there. Or the Snake Pit. There we go, the Snake Pit. That'd be great to go.
Yeah.
Uh, I have Bedrock as an honorable mention. I have
Bedrock would be cool.
I have the Island of Lost.
I did too, except I took it off because if I didn't think I would get killed, that would have been probably my number one. But I'm pretty sure I would have been Scott or Steve, one of the two,
Mm-hmm.
and wouldn't have made it. So
Pablo or Nikki. Uh, yeah.
Ernst, you would have got some Ernst on you. You would have got some Steve on you. Yeah.
So dirty.
I know.
Let's see.
But yeah, that island would have been cool.
What are some other shows that we've watched here recently?
I mean, Atlantis would be cool.
Oh, yeah, I actually wrote that down during your introduction.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe that's all I had on here. I have Dunder Mifflin, Bedrock. I've already said these.
Yeah. Just keep saying them though.
Yeah. So I would kind of want to go to Bedrock.
a lot of the places in Star Wars. You mentioned Back to the Future. So
Yeah, but that's just a normal city, unless it's changing all the time. Man, this is gonna drive me nuts.
I know. If only we had 9 days to prepare.
Yeah, and we both waited till today to do this, huh?
Yeah, that was about 4 hours before showtime.
I didn't even remember mine until right before I sat down.
So, but yeah, I think that's all I have. So
yeah, that's all I have too.
There's probably 100 places, but most of them I would probably die. Like the one from Avatar, Pandora. That would be cool to go see. But again, these are all dangerous, very dangerous places. So
yeah, and then I mean, because of what's happening there, it's just
right.
Why would you ever go there? Like we were talking about Gotham, Batman. Right? Why would I ever go to that city?
Sure.
No,
maybe Metropolis, but
even Metropolis.
Yeah, or
Smallville. A lot of bad stuff happens there.
Yeah, Smallville is usually pretty safe.
Yeah.
Not in the TV shows, but in the movies. So.
What if we get to pick what version we go to?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's a fictional city, so yeah, I think we get to pick.
Yeah.
So I would go to the Smallville from Superman 78, not the Smallville from the show Smallville, because bad stuff happens.
Yes.
But again, yeah, there's a bunch of alien cities and stuff. But yeah, they all get destroyed or stuff like that. So, yeah, cool.
Yeah, all around. It was like beautiful until it was gone.
Endor. Actually, on the list, I saw Endor was on.
Oh, really?
On a couple lists online. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you like camping, it's a good place to go.
Sure. It is.
I'm trying to think of comic book worlds. Like everything's like a dystopia.
Essex County.
Huh?
Essex County.
I might as well stay home.
That's true.
Yeah, but like Sweet Tooth, wherever that takes place, it's
right.
The six, the six going on. Why would I want to go there?
Exactly.
Maybe Paper Girls.
I don't remember the town.
Or the the dirty planet in Saga. I can't remember what it's called.
I haven't read that.
Yeah, you haven't read it.
Where does gun hunting take place?
I don't know, Pouch. I know you're not watching, but tell us.
Yeah, the pouch would. Yeah. Anyway. All right, I think we've ran this into the ground. So sorry, Jason, to drag out getting to the credits for an extra 4 minutes here, but yeah. So all right, that is all we have for this week. This has been Midlife Fights. This episode 211. Guys, where are we? We'll be back next week with Emmett. And we will be doing from Gathering the Geeks, and we will be doing our list of
top 10 motivational speeches in TV and movies.
Top 10 motivational speeches in TV and movies. So be prepared to be motivated. Might even have to role play some of those for you.
6-minute abs.
That's going to make my list, I think. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Oh, man. Yeah. Nice. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We are the Booster Gold of YouTube shows, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Have a good night.